Hello dear students, welcome you all to the 38th lecture of rural marketing, and today we are starting your fifth module, under which first topic of discussion is cooperatives, meaning and objectives, and we will discuss the characteristics of the cooperative. So let's start. So in previous lecture we was discussing about self-help group. So one confusion may occur here between cooperatives and self-help groups. So first let's clarify the self-help group meaning. So self-help group is a group of rural women basically, and whose numbers could be from 10 to 20, and they come together and they contribute their savings or some amount, and they make a fund, pool of fund, and whenever any emergency occurs they can take a loan from that pool of funds. Okay, so it is totally internal, no interference is there. Women's self-help group can decide their own interest rate and conditions for the loan. So basically self-help group loans or self-help group is a informal source of financing in rural setting. Okay, whereas cooperative we will learn. So cooperatives we see mostly in urban areas or sometimes in rural areas also, and in this the main difference is there. In cooperative mostly the people from the same professions they come together, like weavers cooperatives are there. Okay, and this farmers cooperative organizations are there. So same kind of profession, the people from the same profession come together. And here also, the cooperative organization we will say that limited people will be there who have voluntarily joined together. Voluntary means by their own wish they are coming together to achieve a common economic objectives. And it is totally democratic control is there. It means there is no one supreme power. The decision will be made by like their everyone's concern, and there will be equitable distribution to the capital required, and accepting a fair share of risk and benefit of the undertaking. Cooperatives can get a loan from bank also, and here you will see that the people have equality in the group, and their financial objectives and economic objectives are almost same, and they all share the risk and benefit of the cooperatives. So word cooperative meanings living together and working together. And there are basically three objectives of cooperative movements. First one is better living for every member. Second, better business, and better farming. So these are the three objectives of cooperatives. And cooperative organizations are always preferred because it is a kind of service, not profit maximization. Their objective is not profit maximization, their objective is to serve the members. Next is survival of the weakest instead of survival of the fittest. So basically it is take care of the weakest person, or we will say the member of cooperatives. And self help and self reliance instead of dependency on external bodies. So here also they all come together and make a pool and start some business. So self help and self reliance, yes, that is their one another characteristics. And development of moral character of members instead of emphasis on pure material development. So their focus, as we have said, is already discussed, that it is not profit maximization, it is the development of all. Okay, not it is not purely focused on money development or material development. Okay, so their main concern is moral character of members. They want to help the members who all are the part of cooperatives. Next topic of today's lecture is characteristic or principles of cooperatives. So here we have mentioned these 10 principles or characters of the cooperatives, and one by one we will discuss all that characteristics. So first of all we will discuss the volunteer membership. So this is the first principle of cooperatives or cooperation, where a person who has a common interest and is prepared to be abide by the rules of the society has the right to join the society, and when he wishes to do so, he will be continue, and if he want to come out from these cooperatives, he can leave on his own will. Okay, so whenever a person is leaving any cooperative, whatever shares are there of his part are not transferable to other person, means he cannot transfer his shares to other cooperative members, although it is automatically transferred to if in case he dies, that time it will automatically will transfer to the nominee he has given there. Second is open membership. So apart from being voluntary in nature, the membership of cooperative organization is open to all, irrespective of race, color, caste, or sex. Within the particular group, no distinction can be made on the basis of race, color, caste, or sex. For example, let's say housing society of teachers of a particular school or university may be formed, and non-teachers may be denied member into it. Also, unlike a practice of a company organization, the subscription list of the society is not closed after a fixed period. Third one is finances. So, the finances of a cooperative society are contributed by members, though the purchase of the shares. So if you want to like how you will invest there, like in self-help groups, they all poor women, they are contributing some part of their savings and they were making a pool of fund. Here also the similar type of thing is happening, but here you are purchasing shares from the cooperative. Okay, and with the shares you are investing your money in the cooperative. And since cooperatives are generally formed by the weaker and poorest section of the society, the capital collections it is merged. Also, there is a limit to maximum share that is that a member can buy in a cooperative society. The government also lend financial support in form of loans for the state and central cooperative banks, which we have already learned in last chapter. Third one we are going to discuss is liability of the members. So, company organization, a cooperative society may be organized on the basis of either limited or unlimited liability. The limited liability societies, of course, are more popular. And in case of limited liability society, the word limited must be used as part of the society name. Okay. Next one is your democratic control. So, cooperative is a democratic in nature. The business of cooperative society is generally managed by a committee elected by the members at annual general meeting. Since most of the cooperative operates on a local scale, the meeting of the members are well attended, and this puts the managing committee under a lot of close supervision. So the people are selected by the members itself. Okay. Next one is limited interest on capital. That is the another characteristic. So cooperations recognize the capital is used and necessary for running the business, but it should be relegated to the level of a servant, not as a master. Cooperatives use the immense power of capital to carry on working of the society in the interest of its member, and community is general, and this service capital is entitled to limited return as known as dividend in India. And in cooperative law, a ceiling has been put to the rate of dividend which could be declared out of the profit for the use of capital, and generally never exceed to the 10%. Okay, so limited interest on capital have done. Oh, what happened? Yes. Next one is deception of surplus. So, unlike profit organization Unlike profit oriented enterprises, whatever the surplus is there of a cooperative society is not distributed to the member in the ratio of their capital contribution or in any agreed ratio. Under the provision of law, at least 25% of the profit must be transferred to the general reserve, and likewise a certain percentage, which should not exceed to 10%, may also be utilized for general welfare of the local community. Next one is your service motive. So a cooperative society is formed with the basic objective of providing useful service, and in other words, the objective of cooperative society should not be to maximize the profit at the cost of others, as it usually the case with the other type of business enterprises. Next one is registration and legal status. So, being voluntary in character, registration of a cooperative is optional, but in India, cooperatives desiring to be registered may do so under the Cooperative Society Act 1912 or relevant state cooperative society acts in case of maybe some other. Okay. So the minimum essential condition to get cooperative society registered is that first of all it should be at least 10 adult person, and second the application should provide it for essential information like name, address of the society, its aim, objective, shared capital, etc. And along with the application must also be enclosed two copies of bylaws, that is rules and regulation govern the internal functionality of the society. Next one is education and training. So apart from the characteristics discussed above, a cooperative society also exhibits the features of education and training to the members with the purpose of developing cooperative into a well and organized movement. So basically, it is a kind of company itself where the people are coming together, they are sharing capital in the form of shares, they are sharing the capitals, and they are running some business, but the motive of the business is not to generate only profit. The motive is to help the members of the cooperative or the society. So I hope today's lecture is clear to you. If you have any confusion, you can ping me on WhatsApp. I will solve your query there. Thank you so much for watching today's lecture.